at the technology that's out there, things like Cisco's unified computing, VMware and vSphere, NetApp and their multi-store technology, and we're able to take that technology, deploy it into your environment, thereby making it easier for you to go back to your customer base and make applications more resilient, the ability to stand up the application quicker. More importantly, the virtualization and the abstraction layers that we put in allow you to reuse this technology. I'll start with the server infrastructure. That's kind of my sweet spot. So we'll take them through what unified computing looks like, the Cisco new and emerging compute platform. From there, we'll kind of draw in what the storage is going to look like, and then how the virtualization layer may fit into that. A lot of times it's going to be based on what are the applications that we're trying to help the customer with. Is it going to be web-based? Is it going to be application-based? Is it database? So basically we'll draw out what does the infrastructure look like. And it could get a little complex because there's a lot of moving parts when you're talking dynamic data center. We draw it out, try to show how all that connectivity comes together, how the storage is going to connect into the environment. And then from that point, we start to virtualize on the board how you can start to slice this up so that one business unit can own a part of this whole sheet metal environment and not affect another business unit. And again, that's part of the NetApp multi-store technology that allows me to virtualize the storage. It's also the basis of UCS, which allows me to virtualize the hardware and abstract that to allow multiple lines of business to coexist on that without impacting anything that another line of business is doing. And of course, VMware provides the abstraction to the hardware up through the OS. We have 40 plus years of experience in the computer field. All of our engineers have been trained, have real life experience putting this stuff together. So we're uniquely qualified across all three facets of what we're talking about: VMware, UCS, and NetApp. Our competitors may only have one, maybe two. And there are a few that have all three disciplines, but again, Continental has taken the extra step. We have trained our engineers. We have labs that we allow our customer base to come and test. One of the unique things that Continental has done with UCS, it's a very complex and new environment. We have made the investment to go out and purchase a lab equipment, what is called a starter kit from Cisco, and it's something that we will put on site with our customers and allow them to get their hands into the stack. It's a rather new technology, but all of the pieces to what our dynamic data center kind of fall under the new and emerging FCOE. And Continental has taken a leadership role in that, not from a manufacturing standpoint, but in adopting that technology early on. Again, looking at what product sets are out there and kind of adding on to the core three that we have here to build this new dynamic data center. So the basic connectivity building blocks are FCOE switches, which are from Cisco, called Fabric Interconnects. That's what the FI stands for. And then there's core 10 gig Ethernet connectivity back to what our customer already has in their infrastructure. And that's where the NetApp connectivity comes in. It'll either be 1 gig or 10 gig. And that is what sets the servers and the storage together. After that is deployed, we come in and we actually layer the VMware software, ESX server, which is the piece that helps us to abstract all of that hardware. We'll bring in the architects meet with your staff. We have a methodology from a server consolidation standpoint where we will bring in different technologies to look at your environment, to understand your environment, to understand what your utilization on all of your compute devices looks like, what your storage utilization looks like. We'll try to gain some metrics into what your infrastructure bandwidth looks like. We take that back. We have virtual teams that we can draw from. So if the architect isn't really strong in networking, he can connect with a network engineer who will have the highest level of certification from Cisco CCIE. We can bring in our storage folks, bring in a server folk, basically get a team together to architect your solution specifically for you. We understand that our clients can look to any system integrator to deploy this type of technology. What makes Continental uniquely qualified is we are a Cisco Gold National Partner, one of 32. We are a VMware Premier Partner, one of 60. We are a NetApp Platinum Partner. Having the highest level with all three of these manufacturers allows us to deploy what we feel to be the most robust of the dynamic data center infrastructure that can be deployed today.
Continental Resources is one of the only partners that NetApp has that has all the personnel and understand all the technical disciplines that are necessary to implement dynamic data center successfully for any of their customers. They've been not only a reseller of our technology, but they actually use our technology for their own storage in-house. So they have experience day to day in running their own operations and using our technology within their own company.
We can go to a customer and be their trusted advisor and let them know what the best product is at the time for them. There's a lot of leapfrog in our industry where a lot of product lines are best for maybe a year or two and then they fall off. So we try to offer the customers best of breed in the product area and the service area.